everybody, welcome to my channel.
Rachael Leigh Cook is an American actress and producer best known for her roles in romantic comedies and teen dramas of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Born on October 4, 1979, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, she began her career as a child model before transitioning into acting, quickly becoming one of the standout faces of her generation. Early career and breakthrough. Cook's first notable film role was in The Baby-Sitters Club, 1995, but her big break came with the 1999 teen romantic comedy She's All That. Playing the role of Laney Boggs, a shy, artistic high schooler who undergoes a transformation after being chosen as the subject of a popular boys' bet, Cook became an icon of late 90s teen culture. The film was a massive box office success and is still celebrated today as a genre-defining teen movie. That same year, she also starred in the anti-drug PSA This Is Your Brain on Drugs, which became a widely circulated and referenced campaign. Expanding her career in the early 2000s, Cook took on a variety of roles, including Josie and the Pussycats 2001, where she played the title character in a satirical take on the music industry. Though not initially successful at the box office, the film has since gained cult status for its sharp humor and vibrant style. Cook continued to act in a mix of indie films, TV movies, and voice roles. She voiced Tifa Lockhart in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children and played roles in films like Antitrust 2001, and Blow Dry, 2001. Later work and producing. In recent years, Cook has embraced more behind-the-scenes work, producing and starring in several Hallmark Channel films and Netflix projects, including Love, Guaranteed, 2020, a romantic comedy she also helped produce. Her work in these projects has introduced her to a new generation of viewers and solidified her place in the world of feel-good romance media. Personal life. Cook was married to actor Daniel Gillies, The Vampire Diaries, Saving Hope, from 2004 until their separation in 2019. They share 2 children. Throughout her career, she has been involved in charitable work, including initiatives to support education and underprivileged youth. Legacy. Rachael Leigh Cook remains a beloved figure in pop culture, especially for audiences who grew up during the late 90s and early 2000s. With her classic girl next door appeal, intelligence, and evolving career, she has proven her staying power in an industry known for fleeting fame. Whether as the unforgettable Laney Boggs or a producer behind heartwarming films, Cook continues to resonate with audiences around the world. Childhood and early life. Rachael Leigh Cook was born to a family with creative and artistic roots. Her mother was a cooking instructor and her father a social worker and stand-up comedian. From a young age, she showed an interest in performing and appeared in print advertisements as a child model. Her early work included commercials for Target and public service announcements, laying the groundwork for her screen presence. She attended a local Minneapolis arts school, where she studied acting before moving into film work. Her combination of a girl next door innocence and emotional expressiveness quickly attracted casting directors, Hollywood stardom, and "it girl" status by the late 1990s. Cook had become one of Hollywood's go-to young actresses for roles that required vulnerability, intelligence, and a touch of quiet rebellion. Her performance in She's All That, 1999, not only cemented her fame but also positioned her as a romantic lead who stood out from more traditionally glamorized teen stars. The film's makeover trope, Laney going from nerdy artist to prom queen contender, has been widely parodied and referenced. And Cook's performance gave the character emotional depth that elevated the film beyond its formula. During this period, She was often mentioned in the same breath as contemporaries like Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Katie Holmes. Cook appeared on magazine covers, award shows, and Most Beautiful lists, yet she maintained a more low-key, down-to-earth presence compared to many of her peers. Film and voice acting variety. While Cook had her biggest hit with She's All That, she deliberately pursued more varied and often offbeat roles after its success. In Josie and the Pussycats, 2001, she brought both sweetness and edge to a role that critiqued pop music consumerism. Though the film was underappreciated at the time, it has since been praised for its satirical wit and bold aesthetic. She also explored darker or more mature themes in indie films like The High Line, 1999, and The Big Empty, 2003. She showed a continued willingness to work in independent cinema, demonstrating that she wasn't solely interested in commercial projects. In animation and video games, Cook lent her voice to Tifa Lockhart in the Final Fantasy VII franchise, a role beloved by gamers, and participated in voice acting for various shows and projects. TV career and Hallmark Renaissance. Cook has worked steadily in television throughout her career. She starred in TNT's crime drama Perception, 2012 to 2015, opposite Eric McCormack, where she played an FBI agent, a role that allowed her to show her range in a procedural setting. In the 2010s and 2020s, she found a new audience through Hallmark and Netflix romantic comedies. She starred in and produced a number of made-for-TV movies, including Summer in the Vineyard, Autumn in the Vineyard, and Valentine in the Vineyard, which became part of a popular trilogy. Her work in these films reflects her consistent appeal in romance-driven stories. Her Netflix film Love, Guaranteed, 2020, co-starring Damon Wayans Jr., explored dating in the digital age and received praise for its charm and chemistry. It also marked a return to rom-com territory, this time with Cook involved in the creative process as a producer. Philanthropy and advocacy. Outside of entertainment, Cook has been active in various causes. She's worked with organizations like Reading is Fundamental and Do Something, supporting youth literacy and volunteerism. Her continued involvement with charity efforts reflects her commitment to positive social impact, especially around education. She also revisited her anti-drug PSA roots in a 2017 viral spoof of her original, "This Is Your Brain on Drugs" ad, updated with a modern, socially conscious twist about systemic issues in the criminal justice system, a move that gained respect for its courage and relevance. Personal life and public image. Rachael Leigh Cook is often described as grounded, articulate, and private. Her relationship with fellow actor Daniel Gillies was long-standing by Hollywood standards. The couple separated in 2019 after 15 years of marriage, later finalizing their divorce in 2021. Despite their split, they've spoken publicly about co-parenting and maintaining a healthy family life for their 2 children. Cook has spoken candidly in interviews about the challenges of Hollywood, especially as a young woman, and how she managed to retain a sense of self amid fame. She often discusses choosing roles that align with her values, and her approach to navigating the entertainment industry has been widely admired. Legacy and cultural impact. Though she may not have pursued superstardom in the traditional sense, Rachael Leigh Cook holds a special place in pop culture. She represents an era of late 90s and early 2000s cinema where authenticity, awkwardness, and artistic sensitivity were just beginning to be explored in mainstream teen characters. Today, she's remembered with a sense of nostalgia but also growing appreciation for her smart career choices, longevity, and commitment to storytelling, both in front of and behind the camera. Rachael Leigh Cook isn't just the girl who took off her glasses and became prom queen. She's a thoughtful, talented performer who has quietly built a multi-decade career on her own terms. Artistic identity and career philosophy. Rachael Leigh Cook has consistently resisted being boxed into the stereotypical roles that Hollywood often offers to young women. While her breakout in She's All That could have easily led to a career of playing similar teen roles, Cook took deliberate steps to avoid being typecast. In interviews, she has spoken about the importance of challenging herself and choosing projects that align with her creative instincts, even if they weren't guaranteed commercial hits. She has described herself as more introverted and analytical than the bubbly or overtly glamorous characters she sometimes played. This contrast gave many of her roles, especially those of outsiders, creatives, or reluctant romantics, an authenticity that resonated with audiences. Her interest in production later in her career reflects a desire to shape the stories she's part of. Producing gave her more agency in selecting scripts and developing characters with more complexity than what she was often offered as an actress alone. Relationship with fame and Hollywood. Cook's approach to fame has been quiet and intentional. She has largely stayed out of tabloids, preferring a private, family-oriented life. While this may have kept her from constant headlines, it also contributed to her enduring respect in the industry. Colleagues often describe her as professional, grounded, and kind, attributes not always associated with child actors who grow up in the business. She has openly criticized some of the pressures in the entertainment industry, particularly around appearance, and has voiced support for better treatment of young actors. In interviews, she has reflected on how grateful she is to have avoided some of the more toxic elements of Hollywood, in part due to her Midwestern upbringing and strong personal values. Recent and upcoming work. In the 2020s, Rachael Leigh Cook has been enjoying something of a quiet resurgence. Thanks to the streaming era, younger generations have rediscovered her earlier work, and her presence in feel-good streaming movies has made her a comfort viewing favorite. Some highlights from her recent work include Love, Guaranteed, 2020, a Netflix original that showcased her comedic timing and romantic chemistry, while also allowing her to take the reins as a producer. Spirit Halloween, the movie, 2022, a family-friendly horror comedy where she played a parent, marking a shift in her on-screen image to more mature roles. A Tourist's Guide to Love, 2023, another Netflix rom-com, this time set in Vietnam, in which Cook played a travel executive rediscovering her passion for life and love abroad. The film was praised for its authentic location filming and cross-cultural themes. These films have helped her rebrand not just as a nostalgic presence, but as an actress and creative professional who understands how to evolve with the times without losing her identity. Public persona and fan connection. Cook has maintained a loyal fanbase across generations. Millennials remember her as the face of 90s teen romance, while Gen Z viewers often encounter her through memes, TikTok throwbacks, or Netflix rom-coms. Her willingness to engage with nostalgia, without becoming trapped by it, has earned her continued admiration. Her reappearance in the updated 2017 This Is Your Brain on Drugs PSA showed her self-awareness and commitment to social issues.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching.